I love you, mommy.
I love just who you are. We haven't grown apart. This is just the start where life begins. I love you, papi. I love you, love you, love you, papi. I love you, papi. I love you, love you, love you, papi. I love you, papi. I love you, love you, love you, papi. I love you, papi. I love you, love you, love you, papi.
That's good. I think that's great.
Okay.
Okay. This is not clickbait. We actually did almost divorce.
Yep, fact, truth. And that was about almost 8 years ago. Things got just way totally derailed. So the reason why we're doing this video today is because we have been asked many times to do a marriage video. And we talked about it a lot of times and we thought, who are we? Like, why would we do a marriage video?
Right.
We're not doctors, we're not therapists, we don't have educational backgrounds in teaching anybody about marriage. And then it kept going, messages, and then I got this message yesterday, which, by the way, thank you for all the birthday love. Thank you for all the messages from all over the world. Wow. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. I'm so touched. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. I had the best birthday.
Mama B was dressed as an Indian princess.
We had the best experience with our close friends. They dressed us in their beautiful clothes. Here's a picture.
We'll put it here. Actually, the whole family got
The
all
whole
decked
family.
out. So that was fun.
It was just so wonderful, and dancing
All right,
and
back.
food. Okay, get back.
Back.
So we get a lot of messages, and then this one message came in yesterday, and it really got to me because it reminded me a lot of our past. Michelle Houston from our Facebook family. Happy birthday, Ms. Mama B. May it be blessed and filled with love. God bless you and your family. You both, Mr. and Mrs. B, are an example of what God has intended for a good marriage. I have read some of the comments you have made about the trials. That's right. We have never said, oh, we have the perfect marriage.
Perfect. Everything is great.
Wonderful. Everything is perfect.
I love you so much.
And we wear matching clothes every single day.
And we eat the same colored jelly beans every day.
And then she goes on to say, maybe in the future you guys could talk about what changed you both to make it work. We, my husband and I, have been married 8 years, still struggle. Would love to learn about your example. And so I read this, and so I said to Papa B, you know what? I think it's time. I am dedicating this video to you, Michelle, and your husband, and I hope that anything from here that can help, wow, please let us know, and we will be celebrating here while you're celebrating in your house.
I want to start with the wedding and the honeymoon. I want to start with that because I think a lot of couples, they put too much emphasis and too much focus on the show and the celebration and bringing all the people and spending all the money on this huge wedding and getting everyone's
and
expectations up.
And the stress. Like, we get it. We didn't have professional pictures taken.
I think we gave everyone these little like Kodak disposable cameras and we just left them on the tables and we just let people take pictures and then they gave us the cameras.
Yeah, but of course they took pictures of, like, you know, their butts and stuff.
Yeah, so it was just like a lot of butt pics for our wedding. We have like a blurry like wedding photo and then like a lot of butts.
Here's a picture of us. And we get that everyone wants to have a lavish day. But what Papa and I were, or what he was actually saying was,
so if people put enough effort into their relationship as they did on their wedding day, things I think would be quite different, because in a relationship or in anything, it takes work and it takes time and it takes dedication. And I see a lot of couples, after they get married, they get comfortable and they get lazy and they don't really think about the other person, whether it's the man or the woman. And the honeymoon is like their top. That's like the peak of the wedding. Like, you get married and then the honeymoon and then everything just kind of goes like this.
So all that work you put into the wedding day, why aren't you putting that amount of work into your marriage? Meaning, when you go and make yourself a cup of coffee, ask your spouse, would you like a cup of coffee? Don't just serve yourself a cup of coffee and go sit down and then the spouse is like, oh, okay. And then they go.
Be a gentleman, open the door, go start, if it's cold outside, start the car a few minutes early. Help your wife make the bed. Don't make it a chore. Don't write a list in the house and say, okay, I clean the toilets and you make the beds.
No.
No. If a toilet needs to be cleaned, you clean the toilet.
Yeah.
If You see the bed's not made, you make the bed.
Yeah.
And then that's it. You don't make it like a responsibility.
50-50.
Yeah, it's not a 50-50 responsibility.
There's days it's going to be 80-20. There's days it's going to be 50-50. There's days it's going to be 30-70. It's not about keeping track. It's what needs to get done, you do it. And then the other person is doing what they need to do. And what you're doing now is you're working as a team. Like, remember how we were all on teams as kids? And okay, you got this, I got this. You got this, I got this.
And
Ready?
if I'm in trouble,
Go.
you got my back. And if you're in trouble, I got your back.
You know, I would smash someone for you on the football field.
Right. Yeah.
I totally would.
Thanks.
I would take them all out. Like, I could take out 5 people if they were charging at you.
I want to see.
So
I wanna
why
see
don't
that.
people implement that into their marriages? I got
Yeah.
your back, you got mine. You're honest with each other. You're truthful. Money, everything. Like your schedule. You are where you say you're gonna be.
Yeah. Don't be selfish. Don't think about. Be selfless. Is that the word?
Selfless.
Selfless. Be
Drop
selfless.
the ego.
Drop the ego and focus
And
on your
I'm
partner.
mostly looking at the men here. Drop the
A
ego.
lot of men, and I'm not saying all of them do, tend to see their wives as almost like the replacement of their mothers, where they come in and they have this expectation, like they work and then the wife takes
gonna
care
do
of everything.
everything
She does
else.
all the housework. She does all these things. That I don't really believe in that. It needs to be a partnership. Don't be mommy's little helper when you go to the grocery store. I was because I can say that because I was. I couldn't go to the grocery store without a list. I couldn't do things without checking with my wife first to see if that was the right thing to do. We make a lot of jokes and our comedy is pretty stereotypical with a lot of things because we laugh at it and it's just a joke. But in real life, I was like that. I was the guy that would go to the grocery store and I didn't know if I should get a yellow pepper or a red pepper. And I had to call my wife for everything. Make the decision, take the initiative, get out there and do it.
And we went to counseling. We are so thankful to our counselor.
Yeah.
Because it worked. She helped us. She nailed it on the head. She was third party, didn't know either one of us, heard us together, heard me, heard him, and at the end said, a woman does not want to be married to a little boy. Show your wife you love her. Show her that she's special. Show her she's beautiful. Show her. Don't just tell her, but show her.
Right.
And then the wife will become happier and more at peace. And guess what's going to happen in the home? The home will be happier.
There'll be a happier life. Happy wife, happy life.
But not happy wife like buy her an $8 million purse and make her happy.
Right.
No. Love your wife from the morning to the night. Talk to her. Tell her how special she is. And wives, tell your husbands.
And there's a balance. So it's not only just men. There are also things that women can do.
Women, thank your husbands. Show gratitude to your husbands. Thank you. We have our roles. Papa B does landscaping. I don't do the landscaping. I do the kitchen. Why? Because I love it. I enjoy it. I love showing them my love through my cooking.
Through cooking. I do the ironing. Mama B
Yeah.
does a lot of the laundry.
I do not iron. Shout out to the ladies who do not like ironing. I hate ironing.
Yep.
Can we please make a decision as humanity? Can we just wear wrinkled clothes?
Yeah, let's just
Can
do the
that
whole
be the
wrinkle
norm?
thing. That's,
Wrinkled clothes? Can we stop ironing, wasting time ironing?
there are no defined roles. I am the floor mopper. She cleans a mean toilet, but you know, if a toilet needs to be cleaned, then I'll do it. I don't just sit there and say, well, Mama B does that all the
Yeah.
time. So you just gotta help each
The
other
toilet
out.
is dirty. Is it
toilet is
time
dirty.
for you to clean it?
Right.
Well, if you notice something, do it.
Right. Personally, I think that you need to just get into the attitude of gratitude. Choose to be a happy husband. Choose to be a happy wife. Start making happier decisions, if that makes any sense. You just put a smile on your face, and your wife will smile too. Don't burden her with so many negative problems. Laugh.
Bring out
joke.
the best in each other.
Yeah, bring out inside jokes. Have fun together.
Laugh at whatever. Laugh. Like, our kids love it when we're laughing together and we have our inside jokes, you know, that don't involve children topics.
Right.
And the kids are like, what are you guys laughing at? We're like,
nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
It's all good. They love it. They love seeing us kiss. You know, they'll say kiss, 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 and they love seeing us love each other. They feel happy. They feel safe.
Right.
They feel loved when they see love between us.
Hold hands. Hold hands.
So you know what's crazy is I can't remember where we were, but Miss Monkey says, I don't see any couples holding hands.
Yeah,
Miss Monkey made that observation that she doesn't see couples holding hands, and it bothers her that she
Right.
doesn't see that. And she loves the fact that we hold hands.
I know that, public displays of affection are touch
no.
and go. But I mean, hold hands. Hold hands. Like, even do this. If you're not comfortable, if some people are like, well, I don't like holding hands.
Really?
Then do this.
Like that.
Yeah. Grab your husband's hand. Husbands, grab your wife's hand. There are different things that make a wife happy and make a husband happy. And you have to find out what that is. I'm more touchy-feely. Mama B is more from the communication side. So
like
you want clear
and
communication.
acts of service.
Right.
So if you put away the shoes that are in the entrance of the house, like if there's like a million shoes and jackets, and if someone puts those away,
Damn, you got Mama B.
or if you took the clothes out of the dryer, like something so simple, but that's
So,
an
yeah.
act of service.
Every person has something that makes them happy.
And Papa B loves touching, knowing that I love him, that I value him.
Thank you. I think most men.
Yeah.
There are no clearly defined rules and lists to be in a happier marriage. But the best part about it is that there are a million things that you can do to fix your marriage or to make it better. And you just have to be open.
You used to be very
I
defensive.
used to be really defensive. So if Mama B would say something, I would take it as criticism. And I'd be like, wow, what about her? What about her? What about the things that she does?
But I never meant it that way. I never meant
Right.
it to hurt. I would just say, oh, maybe we can do this, or maybe this would be better. And Reddy would be like, oh. And so as soon
what
as
is
he
this?
did that, I went this.
what?
And then it was like war.
So many women would be happy to be married to me, And it's like, that's probably not like the best thing you should say to your wife when you're discussing things. And be peaceful. Don't yell. Just be peaceful. Just sit down and talk it out.
Listen to your spouses. Listen to your children.
Yeah.
Take the time to sit there for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it takes to listen to each other, to talk it out.
Right.
No topic is
Off the table.
Off the table. Everything is talkable.
Mama B, what is the most important aspect to a successful marriage? Like the one most important thing that you'd say. There are a million things that you can do, but if you were to start with one, what would it be?
Respect.
Yeah.
You have to treat the other person as you would want to be treated. And don't be a baby. Grow up.
Yeah, don't be a big sucky baby.
We live in a world where we want our children to act as adults, right? We yell at them and belittle them when they make mistakes.
Right.
But we adults act as children. Our children are watching us act like children, and they're confused.
Yeah.
Because the leaders in the household are not being the leaders. So,
I think we mentioned that before, where it's like having a president and a vice president arguing and fighting in front of the employees.
in front of the employees.
It would kind of feel like I'd start looking for a new job if that was the
Yeah.
case. Respect and time with each other. Take the time. Spend time. And take your honeymoon after like 10 years.
Or in our case, 14 years.
Or 14 years. The real honeymoon happens after 10 years, 14 years. That's when it really happens.
Why don't you give yourselves that goal every 10 years?
Yeah.
We are going to celebrate our milestones.
Our marriage. Yeah.
Of being together, of surviving things. No marriage is perfect.
Right.
And no life is perfect. Everyone goes through things.
Yeah.
And it's surviving them together and it not having destroyed you.
Right.
I think that's what the success is.
We're in a good place. We're in a great place right now. We are happy.
learned.
I'm happy. We learned, and we continue to learn. And that's the thing. In anything, continue to learn, continue to work on it, and continue to spend time. It could always get better. No matter how bad
Spice
it is.
it up.
Yeah, spice it up.
Surprise each other.
Ooh, spice it up.
Like plan a date
Yeah,
without
learn.
telling each other, and then the day of, it's like, okay, I booked a babysitter, that's taken care of, reservations done.
Learn a new dance.
Hug each other,
Yeah.
be spontaneous, be who you were when you were dating.
I made the decision to start making changes, whether it was other business opportunities, other jobs, whatever it was. I just looked around to see what kind of opportunities would help me spend more time with my family. And that is important.
And I even said to you, I would rather live in a cardboard box, but have you happy and our family happy, than to live in a castle, but we are miserable,
Right.
and our family is miserable, and we're suffering. So that's when I said, I don't care how much money we have, you need a job where you're happy,
Right.
And when you're happy, we're happy, and we're talking more, and you're not stressed out and bringing that stress into the family.
Yeah.
And things got a lot better.
Right.
So thankfully it worked.
And it continues to work, and we continue to work on it. That's all we can say about that. And maybe in the next video, we can talk about opportunities and the things we needed to do to pay the bills. We
Not what you think.
Not what you think. We did
Not
some
what you think.
we did some crazy things to survive.
You would be amazed.
You would be very amazed.
Can't wait to tell you.
So we're gonna have to tell you about that next time.
If you found this video valuable and you'd like to see more, can you please tell us in the comments? We did this with open hearts. Again, we did not think we would ever do a video like this, but we kind of feel in this time where we are seeing a lot of breakups happening.
Yeah.
And recently a good friend of ours announced her breakup, and we are sending love to her. I hope she knows who she is.
Lots of love and support to you.
We want to do the opposite. You know, we want to show kids that there are marriages that survive, but that if you think you are going to get married and it's going to be happily ever after from that day, I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's not easy. Maybe there are perfect marriages out there where it works out the entire time, but from what we have experienced, it's hard.
It's hard, and it takes work.
Yeah.
And it takes dedication. It is so hard, but it's so worth it.
Yeah. In the end, it's worth it.
It is worth it.
And so, yeah, we'd love to hear your comments. Please leave a comment below.
Yeah.
We love you guys. I love you.
I love you, Monkey.
You darn right.
You're darn right. I love you, girl. You're so nice.
You're very nice too.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
You make me happy now. Before I wanted to kill you. It's okay.
Oh, that's not very nice at all.
Yeah, y'all.
Thanks for watching, guys.
What's gonna be our talk show music? You know how Ellen
Talk show
has her like.
Oh, like dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
We should have like talk show music. Like, should we like end this with like talk show music?
Yeah.
Okay.